talk about some of that, but we want to make sure that we release that when it's supposed to be released. So that's important to us. So anyway, I think what I'll do is I'll start here with a quick overview of some of the things that we do, give you an idea of our interests within the industry, who we work with and work for, some of the products that we're trying to develop, which are both for U.S. government, mostly science activities, as well as commercial robotics that we hope are beneficial across all industry, but not just in the U.S., North America, South America, Europe, Asia. Those are things that we are building, that we're developing, and hope to see if there are future applications for these types of systems. So I'll get started, and then following this, if you want, we can take a few minutes, and if there's opportunity for you to tell me a little bit more about some of your organizations. I know there's multiple organizations, university and government representatives here, and if we want to talk a little bit about some of the activities you're interested in, that'd be great. That's very welcome. And then we'll take a tour, so we'll have to kind of see what makes sense. It might make sense maybe we do half of the group first to walk through, just so that you all have a good view of the things that we're working on, and then we'll cycle through and have the other half go through. So anyway, let's get started. So this company formed almost 4 years ago. This company employs about 40 people, and our skill set really is in what we call motion control. So we employ electrical, mechanical, software, systems engineering, and then we work with groups that support analysis in order to do the work that we do. So for us, in order to do motion control, and I know a number of you are involved in robotics or various engineering activities, you know that for a good robotics capability, you need to have all of those disciplines. You can't just have one. You can't just be mechanical, you can't just be electrical. You have to have all of those together, and they have to work seamlessly. So we've brought a team together that has a lot of history, that has worked on many missions for JPL. So if you're familiar with the Mars exploration programs, the rovers, or some of the landers, as well as some orbiting programs, way back when, even to Galileo, that was a mission that worked, that operated around Jupiter. People that worked Cassini, which just recently went into Saturn. It finished its mission, but it was a mission that orbited Saturn and investigated some of its moons. So we brought those teams of people that have worked at JPL, at NASA Johnson, various places, and we brought them together because what we want is a collaboration of techniques, ideas, and skills to work seamlessly together to provide motion control activities. So I'll show you a little bit more about this on our tour, but this is kind of a highlight. So for us, as a part of the deliveries that we need to do for NASA or other space, even commercial space agencies or companies, we need to have our own facilities, like clean rooms. I'm sure you have clean rooms, and you worked in clean rooms. You're very familiar with that. So we have one of those here. What's going on currently in our clean room, you'll be able to see from one of the windows on the outside. We are building, I'll show a picture of it later, but we're building the what's called the Mastcam zoom focus lens assembly for the next Mars 2020 rover that is going to be delivered. That hardware will be delivered to JPL, integrated on their rover, and then launched in 2020 as a part of their next rover in the campaign. So we'll talk about that a little bit more. We have some light manufacturing capabilities. This isn't for production. The manufacturing capabilities we here really allow us to do our finishing work. So as we're putting various spacecraft elements together or robotics developments together, we have to fix a part, or the machine shop is full, we have the control over it, so we can do it in-house. But we don't just run a lot of products. We're not a large production house. We have flow benches and an electronics lab for our avionic developments. We do motion control for brushless DC motors, stepper motors that can be found on a number of space systems. So we have the facilities to design and build and test those elements as well. And then ultimately,